Hispanic migrant workers across the U.S. are based mainly in Texas and California looking for employment in agriculture or fishing-related occupations. The children of the migrant employees are now moving around the nation, sometimes consistently, making it difficult in educational environments. Different difficulties include poverty, irregular attendance for schools, and language barriers between parents and school systems. Majority of the Hispanic migrant workers in the U.S. come from Mexico, and financially making it difficult to have a steady income because most are undocumented citizens. Migrant occupations have the difficulty of high physical labor and poor pay. West Texas A&M University provides a scholarship for first-generation college students who face the need of financial assistance as well as a steady first year of the college experience. The College Assistance Migrant Program, also known as CAMP, assists first-generation students, especially those of the Hispanic population, with tuition, advising, community service hours, and helping students find a place to belong. Fabiola Hernandez is the CAMP academic advisor and coordinator of the program, and she is very involved with the CAMP scholars, assisting them with whatever it is they need.
Our mission is to provide assistance for higher education for these migrant students to complete a bachelor's degree. So we help with financial assistance, academic advising, tutoring, and we also host monthly workshops for the students to learn about leadership and bring in different guest speakers.
As of the end of spring 2022, West Texas A&M University had 30.56% of a Hispanic student population.
I think it's just very important to continue mentoring these students and having somebody that is rooting for them versus going against them, and making sure that they are capable of holding a higher education degree regardless of their background, regardless of where they're coming from, where they're working in. It's definitely achievable for them to complete their degree.
CAMP is a federally funded scholarship to help students of the migrant community on a smoother transition from high school to college. It opens doors to opportunities of students pursuing their end goals. Axel Irvin Oliva is a mechanical engineering major at WT and a CAMP alumni who currently works as a tutor for the CAMP program.
Things that I used to take from camp was mainly just like how they were able to teach me different things that I would need to know about college. And so what I do now is like what I learned back then, I start giving it to the new camp students that are in there. And I help them out with like if they have any questions about their schedules or if they have any questions about like classes, like specific professors. And I had my brother to guide me. So then that way I used also my brother and the tutors that we had. And now I guide them to that way they can be more successful.
Students have found a home at WT because of camp. They begin to think more about living their college experience rather than working a job or two to provide for themselves financially. It takes away the worry of their parents wondering if their children are being provided for. Christian Annette is a current camp scholar at WT majoring in civil engineering.
So both of my parents are from Mexico, and they ended up moving to the U.S. in about, I want to say 99, and bounced around from Texas, Arkansas. Like they had been bouncing around for a while. I ended up being born in Arkansas, but I don't really have any memories there, so I just consider myself raised here in Texas. My parents didn't have much money. Like my dad just barely started working at Cargo, so now he's making decent money. But while the time that they were supposed to be making sort of a fund for me to go to college, it was pretty much us just living check to check as I was going through high school, middle school, and all that. So camp definitely helped me financially, gave me a little boost to a motivation to actually want to come to college and not be that big of a burden on my parents. The advisors and just, like I said, having someone there as support somewhat has been really helpful that way. Because honestly, if I'd have been doing this by myself, I feel like I'd have been lost. I would have fallen off a cliff by now, if I'm being completely honest. But having someone there supporting me along the way has been really helpful.
Fabiola Hernandez has provided resources for their parents to be more involved in the camp community as well, so they know their kids are being well taken care of.
In the Hispanic culture, family is important, and it's a part of who we are. So something that I did this year, I had the parents write a letter of encouragement to their students, so that whenever they were sitting down and advising with me, and I feel like they needed that encouragement, I would be able to hand that letter to them.
Camp has provided a place for students to feel welcomed and to belong.
camp definitely made it easier because it introduced me to a lot of people that came from the similar background, small towns, mainly Hispanics. So that honestly allowed the transition to be a lot easier because I instantly created friends in the moment. Like I have a friend that I hang out with every day that's part of camp as well, and he's on like having that sort of walkthrough with him has been really helpful.
I would say camp mainly helped me find my place because it was like people that we all had like the same struggle, and we like understood everything of like how it was to like migrate most of the times, and then having to like go like hours or like different places just to find work, and then coming here like like we're all like one kind of person, like all the same and everything, and then basically having like a small group of like that you knew, people that you can trust and everything.